It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. But there aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Into the air right away is Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come, because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing now is Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
on the ground. This is Joe Mixon. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Back to Mixon on second down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And Stroud now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Gets around him, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. To the air, Allen. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Stroud. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Samuel in motion. Here's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Allen going to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Motion man is Shakir. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. He's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. He got 29 yards that time. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. As they've got it as we resume action. Option play, here's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Mixon. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Back to Mixon on second down. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off the play fake. Allen. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Shifts by him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans 16.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Coleman has it here right side.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Again, it's Stroud.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Stroud.
That is caught. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Second and 9. Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Another one caught by Collins. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
That's complete. It's Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And Stroud now to throw.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Oh, look at the juke. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Mechie, the man in motion. Stroud off the play fake. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To the air, Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Allen now on the option right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
The tight end in motion right. Allen. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Coleman, the man in motion left. Allen going to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Cook. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
pushing his way through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston set to take over.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Stroud looking to throw.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Woods.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Now Stroud. Another targeting catch for Robert Woods.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Mixon.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll give it to Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Mixon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods from 10 yards out.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The return man, Ty Johnson. Now here's Johnson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but with the offense coordinator, what runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one goes for 8 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Stroud working out of the gun. He gets this one to Mechie.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Repeat of the last play going to Mechie here. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Stroud to throw it. He'll get the hook up there to Woods.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Here's 1st down. Here's Stroud.
And time finally runs runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stroud. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to get it back to a one-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Third and 2.
Again, it's Cook.
And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.